The Morning Show from your local news leader.
Back to the morning show. We're going to check right back in with Urbana's Mayor Diane Marlin for this week's Meet the Mayor segment.
That's right. Thanks for being here again, Mayor Marlin. You just got back from some traveling, and it sounds like a pretty amazing experience. Can you tell us why you were in Washington, D.C.?
Sure. I was in Washington for the annual U.S. Conference of Mayors. Every January they meet in Washington, and then there's a summer meeting. So the Washington trip is an opportunity for mayors from all over the country to get together. We attended many sessions on wide-ranging topics, and one of the highlights, well, there are many highlights, but one of the highlights was many of the cabinet officials and top leaders in the administration spoke at the conference, and then the week ended up with a visit for all of us to the White House.
Wow.
To meet with President Biden and spend some time in the White House. So.
And was that your first time at this meeting in D.C., or have you been before?
It was my first time for the winter meeting, so yes, for the U.S. I have gone to another conference in the summertime, but this was my first time.
Oh, so now you've got the president on speed dial, hopefully.
Well, I did shake his hand, so.
That's close enough.
Close enough.
Well, and so, of course, we all know that we're heading into Black History Month come
Yes.
February, and so this will also be the 56th year since the integration of Urbana Schools, something I know that you're proud to have witnessed, but also talk about something else that you wanted to mention, too, the African American heritage.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you brought up the fact about the schools. We were the first school district, Urbana was the first school district in Illinois to integrate schools 56 years ago. I also wanted to highlight the fact that the African American Heritage Trail is under development now, and this is a Champaign County-wide effort led by Barbara Suggs Mason and Angela Rivers with coordination by Visit Champaign County. And what's happening is that sites throughout Champaign County are being developed to celebrate the stories, the history, and the lives of African Americans in the county. And the city of Urbana has allocated $50,000 to develop sites in the city. So it's an ongoing effort. There's a very large community-based committee helping develop the sites, and we're excited about the possibilities here.
You know, that was something that I had no idea about either, that Urbana was the first district to integrate, and I found that out while I was researching topics for a Black History Month story last year, and I was able to learn so much from it, and it was even down to the specific community members that helped get that ball rolling.
Yeah, I mean, it was the Dr. Ellis Six, as they're known, was a group of very dedicated, brave individuals who led this effort, and it's something that we're very proud of. And that certainly will be highlighted on the Heritage Trail.
Any idea how soon we could expect the community to start to see or enjoy that trail?
Well, there's a website now.
Okay.
You can go to ccAfricanAmericanHeritage.org, and details of the trail, the effort, and many, many stories, and actually activities for Black History Month are highlighted there as well. So it's a wonderful resource for the community.
And really quick, I just wanted to go back also to your D.C. trip there and ask you a little bit about why it's important for mayors from all over the country of different sizes of cities and towns to get together like that.
It's just a wonderful resource for us as mayors. The information presented, this year it focused on the pieces of legislation that have been passed in the last year, including the infrastructure bill, the climate resilience bill, the broadband, and that sort of thing. So it helped us learn what the opportunities were, where the grants are, how to navigate the system. And frankly, on a personal note, it is just it's wonderful to be able to meet with other mayors, because it's, this is a unique experience, and it's an opportunity to learn from colleagues, and we're really good at stealing ideas from other cities. It's called research.
Or inspiration, you never know.
And inspiration. But yeah, this is a great opportunity to just see what other cities are doing and how they're approaching problems, and to realize that while each city is unique, and no matter how big or small your community is, you have many things in common, and that's. I just came back energized and inspired, and like I said, I shook the president's hand. And
you'll never wash it.
A couple times. know, the other thing when I've been to the White House a couple of times, but after his speech, we were invited to be in the state dining room, the blue room, and the red room, and we were there for over an hour just wandering around, and it was just a chance to soak it all in, and I was just very proud to be there.
Absolutely.
All right, well, thanks again so much for being here, Mayor Marlin. We appreciate it.
As always, I'm happy
Good
to
to
be
see
here.
you.